Hi, hello. God, Jesus Christ, it's been years. Jeebus. Um, basically, the anime for which I had Atelier came out. I've seen the current episode so far. I had not including episode 4 because I wrote the jot that outline for the script when we only had 3 episodes out. But I did read the manga, so because I have volume 1 to 3, so I did read that. So, this is going to be like spoiler free, like anime only people and stuff. And I haven't seen episode 4 yet, so I don't know how that's going to play out. But this is just me. I'm just going to be rambling about, my love for Witch Hat Atelier as a newer fan and stuff. Because, I've heard about Witch Hat Atelier before. Basically, how I discovered it was basically through Emma Richu's video of her positive con experience when she went to Malaysia and stuff. And then, I think she, introduces Witch Hat Atelier a bit because the mangaka for Witch Hat Atelier was, there at the con. And, and that was really cool, and her talking about it. But I don't think I was like, oh my god, I should read the manga. Yeah, I think it was a couple of years. I'm like, oh yeah, that's interesting. And then I just put it away for a while and went on for my life. And, then what normally happens whenever I see media and I consume it, I consume it through video essays and stuff, while mostly just drawing in the background or doing work in the background, stuff like that. And just hearing people talk about the story, hearing people talk about how the magic system works, and how as a fantasy story the magic system doesn't erase people with disabilities, and just how diverse the cast is compared to other fantasy series, shows, media, or etc., and how they love that about Witch Hat Atelier. And also just talking about the masterwork of the paneling and how everything flows with each other, and how basically it uses the manga format to be able to tell the story. I'm like, wow, that's actually really cool. And actually looking at the volumes I owned in a few bit, I could see that. I really could see that and stuff. And just it's just that's how I kind of fell in the rabbit hole for it through video essays. And then after that, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And I did see some extra spoiler stuff. I don't really remember it since this was years apart. Years apart from watching Amarichi's video, and then falling into a rabbit hole of video essays, and then I put it in the vault and forget about it until later on. There was the anime release for Witch Hat Atelier, and when I watched episode 1, I already knew I was pretty much hooked and stuff. And just my thoughts of when watching it, I was already blown away with the animation immediately and stuff. And I think I watched it in dub, and just I think the voice acting and the casting for all of the characters really fits. And it's just it's so good, just from jumping from episode 1 to episode 2 and later episode 3. And then the OST, the music score, chef's kiss. That is so amazing, to where this spoiler if you haven't seen episode 1, or if you want to get into Witch Hat Atelier but you haven't seen anything about it and stuff, when we see Coco's mom get when we see Coco do the petrification spell on accident, and just the OST that plays in that scene and stuff, god, it fits so well with it that I literally I replayed that scene so many times, and I try to find something with just the OST in the background while I was drawing and stuff, and I'm just And the same thing is, it's like whenever music, like, I really love how, I think other people pointed this out too, that they love the fact that, like, the OST plays when magic is shown, and it's just, it shows the viewer, like, it takes what the manga what the manga was, and how it's like the love and exploration of the medium of manga as an art, and then they put it through animation, to the music, to the soundtrack, and it's just, God, it's so good, and I can't wait till, like, after recording this, watch episode 4. Like, I'm really, really, really hyped for it. Of course, after that, since we only had, like, 3 episodes out, I decided to, like, hey, I'm gonna go read my manga volumes that I got for my birthday, and the art book that I got for my birthday, and stuff. And it's just, like, when reading it, I like, in all honesty, I felt that magic, as cheesy as it sounds, I felt that magic that people were experiencing, and it's just, man, it's just really good. And you know, when finishing the volume and stuff, and then I was inspired. I was really inspired to create, to draw, to just do creative stuff again, because, like, I've been suffering with so much art block, so much just not motivation to draw, to create, to write, or hell, to even talk about all the things I'm interested in. And I had no motivation for it until when I read Rich Had Atelier, I was, and stuff. And so I wanted to learn how to draw in the style a little bit, and I wanted to draw something for it. So I looked over at the art book I own, and I flipped through the pages, and I just started to do, like, a semi-art study on it. Not like my full art studies before, where I break it into, like, bits and pieces on how it does things. Like, I just did it through looking at it and making mental notes, since I was already feeling burnout already, like art burnout and just burnout in general. And then it's just like, and then I drew, and just, it made me really happy to just enjoy art again. And it's just, like, in all honesty, like, read Which Had Atelier. This is, like, more me rambling about it than, like, a full, like, video analysis essay type thing, which is okay and stuff, because I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm just, like, trying to do what I love to do and make it easy for me to do so without intense burnout. But, like, just to get, like, a little semi-vulnerable and stuff, like, I truly wish the younger me had discovered, you know, Witch Hat sooner, because just reading Coco Circles as an amateur artist whose skill level isn't the same to my peers or even people even younger than me and stuff, during episode 3, when she was talking about, like, how, you know, well, anyone can do magic, but you have to be skilled at magic, and it's just, it hit home, because I feel like that sometimes with my art, that, you know, like, that, like, sure, I'm good at it, but I'm not skilled at it, because it just hit home. It really, really, really hit home and stuff. And just, like, one thing I want to say to people who are probably have experienced that burnout before and stuff, like, I want to say to others, to those people, just continue making art, continue to create. Don't let other people take away your magic, may it be yourself or just people, like, giving negativity to your own creativity, I say F that. And just, like, do what you want to do without worrying about it being perfect. It's okay if it's bad. It's okay if it's messy. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if it doesn't look good. Or unpolished or whatever and stuff. Because, it's your art. It's yours. And ultimately, like, just creating it is just a huge, big step. And just people should just be proud of it. Proud of that and stuff. But, yeah, anyways, just thank you for listening to me ramble and stuff. And, like, some minor updates is one, I now have a membership on my Ko-Fi page. Ko-Fi? Coffee page. It's just $1 a month, and you'll basically get access to my videos really before I post them on YouTube. Some behind the scenes stuff, like, like sharing, like, works in progresses of my thumbnails. And also just, like, in general, like, a shout out and stuff of anyone who is a member. And also, like, any social media that they want me to promote. And it can be either or, it can be both, just whatever you prefer. And it's just $1 a month because, like, I'm not going to make it ridiculously pricey because it's just, that's not fair on you. It's not fair on other people and stuff like that. And it's literally $1. Like, and all, and stuff like that. And I just wanted to, like, just do something nice for people who are like, oh yeah, I want to continue supporting you. Or like, oh yeah, I think you're really cool. And, also I'm still doing emergency commissions as I haven't found, like, a more permanent job yet and stuff. I've been mostly doing that, trying to find work and, getting nowhere. I'm pretty sure people in my situation can relate. But, yeah, also, before I forget and stuff, please go check out my partner's art account. They're amazing. Their art is amazing. And they're amazing. Please send them some love and kind words. And don't be weird about it. If you're going to be weird about it, I hope the petrification spell happens on you. Yeah, I said it. Don't be weird to my partner and stuff. And just, give them some support, give them some kind words, and all that jazz. Their art is amazing. They're my inspiration every day. They're literally my muse. Hell, I literally drew me and them. Yeah, that's me and them, as if we were in Witch Hat Atelier. That's my partner. And that's me. Haha. And deal with it. Anyways, yeah, that's enough me being silly and stuff. Anyways, bye!